I now call the regular meeting of the Lisle Park District Board of Park Commissioners to order this Thursday, October 16th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Can I have a roll call vote here?
Yes, Commissioner Wessel,
Here.
Commissioner Tapella. Commissioner Nadeau is absent, Commissioner Pereira,
Here.
President Alpeter.
Here, we stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. We have no presentations tonight. Brings us to public comment. Is there anyone in the audience who has any public comment this evening? Hearing none, I will move on and entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda as submitted for Thursday, October 16th, 2025.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda inclusive of the October 2025 voucher list in the amount of $521,000, $337,094.94.
So moved.
If there's any discussion. Can I get a roll call vote?
Commissioner Wessel,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Pereira, and President Alpeter.
Aye, motion passes. Okay. Communications, I didn't see any. No unfinished business. New business in our package today is outlined a memo regarding the indoor recreation space, professional pre-design and future basic architectural engineering services. We kind of briefed on this last month with regards to, doing some exploratory things in pieces up front. Does anybody have any discussion they'd like to have on this point or any questions for Danny?
This is basically still unchanged from last month, right? Just.
Correct.
More specifics.
Just
Yep.
official now.
Yeah,
Exactly. Okay, if there's no further discussion, I will entertain a motion to move to authorize staff to execute a letter of agreement with Williams Architects for professional pre-design and future basic architectural and engineering services in the amount of $66,000.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call vote here?
sure. Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
Commissioner Wessel,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
President Alpeter.
Aye, the motion passes. And again, that'll go toward the end, but
What's that?
that's just a pre-design, but it'll go toward the end, so.
Right.
Next up is the 2026 budget discussion. I don't know if anybody had any questions. I asked Dan and he said none were submitted. I know generally we submit them so that staff can research and get back to us.
I don't really have any questions. I guess more, we don't need to talk about it in the meeting. I don't want to slow it down here. I did see it on page, 40, it was page 42 of the packet. You specifically referenced GLP medication.
Yes.
Which is my livelihood. So which maybe I wouldn't mind having a conversation about just like what we do, how we manage.
That'd be
spend
great.
in general, stuff like that. That's
Sure.
what I do for a living.
That'd be great.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to. do
Yeah,
that here in the
great.
meeting, but
I can.
No, just about the GLP medication and the kind of how we're trying to grapple with that. I'm on the board of directors with Paderma too, and it's kind of the same thing. That's one of the things that's driving everything. So it's just a matter of how do we, if we want to do anything, what would it be and how would we do it?
It would be, like parameters put in place. So if, let's say I wanted to go get GLP-1 and my doctor was very generous with that and approved it for me, that would no longer be appropriate for our health insurance plan with our guidelines in place. So of course it would always be covered for diabetes, pre-diabetes, if you have 2 or more comorbidities, You have to have like a BMI of 30 or more, you know, so it's just to make it, so there's guardrails in place. So that people aren't abusing it, which is what's making health insurance costs, at least for the IPVC, with the numbers of skyrocketed. So it's just to put, like, prevent abuse.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, we'd be happy to
Yeah.
have a
But yeah,
conversation.
We don't need
For
to,
sure.
I don't need to slow the meeting down, but I wouldn't mind offline if we can.
I'd love to, for sure.
So nothing to do with the budget, more just
No,
like to understand about
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
nothing but-
oh,
yeah,
okay.
so-
Well, I think you can be a good resource for us.
And thank you,
For sure.
Tracy Welke. That's one I was thinking.
Yeah.
You who addressed
Yeah.
us,
Thank
and
you.
not just out of, audience member.
Right.
Okay, because we are
Thank you.
videos, so that's okay. Just next time, remember to say Tracy Welke.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there's no discussion. I guess we just direct staff to keep working on it. Usually there's provisions. Imagine you guys are going through double and triple checking things.
Yep. Yep, we go through it again, maybe dial in some estimated year ends a little more if possible, and then we can present any revisions next month. And remember, next month's meeting is the 13th, it's the second Tuesday. So it'll come up on us quickly.
Special meeting on the
Second Thursday.
Yeah, that's for the final presentation for the feasibility study. Yeah, so we've got a couple in a row there. But if any questions come up between now and then or at any time, obviously, please feel free to reach out to any one of us.
I appreciate the detail that was put into the explanation and the variances and so on. Very easy to go through.
That was thank you. That's always our goal.
Okay, thank you. Staff reports are submitted. Are there any questions or comments on any of the staff reports that were submitted? Dan had a detailed memo regarding the indoor recreation space feasibility study. I don't know if anybody had any specific questions, or Dan, you had anything you wanted to add to that memo?
Let me just get to it. No, really just like last month, just would look for consensus if you're comfortable with bringing Featherstone on board to assist with some of the detailed cost estimating and scheduling. It's within my spending authority, but just kind of like the Beyond Your Base last month, since it's a big project and there potentially be more work in the future, depending on how this project progresses. I just wanted to hear. Yes. Yeah, construction manager.
Very disclosed, to be honest.
We think so.
Anyone have any comments on that?
Okay.
I guess I'm hearing then, it's the board's consensus that, you keep pursuing, it.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
move forward. I'll provide them. They gave me a proposal and for that amount, and I'll contact them tomorrow and give them a notice to proceed, and they'll then become part of the project team with Williams Architects and Beyond Your Base.
Right, so they will be kind of the coordinator of the,
Yep,
is that, okay.
I appreciate that. It means I think I mentioned this last month, we're looking for as much confidence staff can get in this process and making recommendations accordingly, and just you allowing or consenting to having us get a team of this caliber together it's exciting. It gives us, I think, a lot more confidence moving forward into this.
It's important, because the big project potentially, and any misstep even early on can take us in the wrong direction.
Right.
I think we owe that to the community and the tax.
For sure.
To do the due diligence on every aspect here.
Yep.
So I
Thank you.
appreciate you guys pursuing some different things than we've done before,
Mhm.
just for this magnitude of a project.
Thank you. It's interesting that just as an aside, that there's another community, a C-SPAR member that is pursuing a facility of similar size and scope, or at least price, that we're looking at, and they were just asking about what anyone thinks of engaging with Beyond Your Base. So they're getting a lot of work in the Chicago area, which is not surprising, I guess.
Do you feel like that might be the move to the future? Is that step?
I think so. I think it's the right step because it really drills in, deeper and engages the community in a much more specific fashion. So I think it's great that people are going that route. And to the extent that can kind of become a best practice, I think it just elevates the credibility of the field, not to sound kind of
No, I
silly about
agree.
it, but I think it's important. I mean, we've been fortunate here for the years to have the support from the community and the park board, and have been great staff to work with, and I think this just follows right in line, and it's all about maintaining confidence with the board and the community, and this is a team that will surely do that.
And I think really did, it's another level of due diligence.
Yeah.
Which is why we're here, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, ceasefire report in the thing. Dan noted to me today that the ceasefire Believe and Achieve banquet, which will be over at the Abington, which if you haven't gone before is really, it's a great event. It's celebrating all of our ceasefire participants and their accomplishments during the year. And it's a special night. And it's not far, it's over in Glen Ellyn, but it will be the Wednesday before our board meeting in January, so you might want to plan that if anyone's interested. So when Dan gets the official invitation,
Yeah, January 14th. Yeah, we'll get more information and I'll forward it
but
along.
so that they know going into the
Yeah,
holidays.
it's a really cool event.
There's a lot of raffles and.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was really nice. But I just wanted to bring that up. Officer reports. We have nothing. It's been very slow. I'm looking forward to stopping by Monster Madness. I did just hear it can be moved inside, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna say that. Nothing.
If I can just add real quick, sorry, but when I was speaking with Erica earlier this afternoon about the event, and she's getting different inflatables that can fit inside. And just speaking with the inflatable group with whom we're working, they're grateful because a lot of people are canceling their events for this weekend. So they're happy to see us. Obviously, it's a business thing for them, but again, it just, again, speaks to our staff's ability to just be able to turn on a dime and adapt and keep going, so.
All right, Superintendent Silver, can you provide us with the treasurer report?
All of our money is either FDIC insured or fully collateralized. You'll notice that we have an exorbitant amount of cash because we received our second payment from DuPage County in the taxes. So right now it's at the normal, it's $11 million, but that money we use for the next 9 months for operations. So it looks like we have a lot of cash, but in reality, it's gotta cover 9 months worth of expenses, so it's standard where we're at this time. The golf course continues to improve over a year. This year, we're at $478,000 of profit. The restaurant side is down about 80, so we're net 397. Still gonna finish the year in the black. I expect the park district to finish the year in the black also, and we're right on track with everything that's been going on, so we're in good financial position.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for staff regarding the treasury report?
Not just like.
Is there a golf class for the group today?
Just like seeing how the golf course was kind of fun in its own operation too, when you look through all the,
That's great.
all the stuff that is, all the improvements we're doing out there. And then it's still funding itself, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's funding, the 1.1 million for the irrigation that we're putting in the budget. We're gonna use just the resources from the golf course, so, and the golfers have been very receptive to the fee increases, knowing that the money is going back into the golf course, so we've had no pushback or from anyone, at least I haven't heard anyone say, hey, I'm upset with the fees. They're very happy that it's going back into the course, so course is self-sustaining at this time, which is awesome. And maybe might down the road, if board decides to pull some of the fund balance for other capital projects, so be, but we still have a lot of projects to do at the golf course, so. But it's an option you have. It's a tool in your tool bag, belt.
We're really,
In our golf bag.
I think we all kind of agree, we're really appreciative to you and John and to the rest of the staff. Just for the direction that you've taken the golf course over the last couple of years, it's taking it on. Very impressive. Thank you, Scott, for doing that.
Thank you.
All right, any other commissioner reports?
No, it's been like you, it's been a quiet month.
Yeah.
It's hoping to make the Scarecrow Scramble last weekend, but we were out of town last week before, either way. But yeah, hoping to drive by Monster Madness as well, so. It'd be nice to see everyone.
No direct comments, other than, while we did not get to attend the Scarecrow Scramble, all of our neighbors went. And the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. They were so excited to have attended. The weather was perfect. And it wasn't just, one person in every family, it was, whole families go out and participate. So it's an annual event that they just love doing. And hearing them talk about it was just great. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
all that went into it every year, but especially this year.
Thank you.
There's another one of those coming up? Okay,
That's not us.
not us.
I think it's a chamber.
Yeah, the
Oh,
turkey
turkey.
trot tune-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, same course. It'll be really great, but just not quite as good as
Not
ours.
as good.
That's right.
Or-
No news.
Okay,
Yeah.
no news is good news, right? That's good. Okay, there's nothing else. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
There's. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. The meeting is adjourned at 7:16.